Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, kelas. Last meeting, we just learned about if conditional type 2. And now, we move to conditional type 3. Oke, class, allow me to share screen the PowerPoint. Okay, I hope you all here can see what I share. Okay, class. Last meeting, we just learned about conditional sentence type 2 and we move to conditional sentence type 3. Okay, before we start the lesson about conditional sentence type 3, let's imagine a different past using which for hypothetical past situation. Use which plus past participle, a past perfect. Okay, what is past perfect? Past perfect is had plus past participle. For example, I was late for work today. I was had woken up 15 minutes earlier. I was late for work today. That is clear. That is past tense. And for wish, I wish I had woken up 15 minutes earlier. I wish plus subject plus had plus verb 3 or past participle. And then I wish I hadn't eaten this seafood yesterday. It made me sick. Yeah. I wish I hadn't eaten. I wish plus past perfect. And for the main sentence, it made me sick. Can use past tense. This is used to express a regret, such as for eating that seafood, or past situation you wanted to be different, such as wishing you had woken up earlier. That is, uh, imagine a different past using wish. That is the simple, very simple. And now we move to the conditional. Now we'll take those wishes one step further, imagining the result in the past if that past situation had been different. If I had woken up 15 minutes earlier, I would have arrived on time. That is the first example. How about the second example? If I hadn't eaten that seafood yesterday, I wouldn't have got sick. For if clause, if I hadn't woken up, blah blah blah, and if I hadn't eaten, blah blah blah, we use past perfect or had plus past participle. And for might clause, I would have arrived on time and I wouldn't have got sick. We use conditional perfect. What is conditional perfect? Like would, could, and might. What is would, could, might? What kind of part speech is that? Would, could, and might is model. So for conditional sentence type 3, we use conditional perfect like would, could, might plus have. Remember, you have to add have and then past participle, or we usually call verb 3. Yeah. Okay. For if clause, if I had woken up, if I had, if plus subject plus had plus past participle. That is for if clause. And how about uh, main clause? Main clause is conditional perfect. What is conditional perfect? Would, could, might plus have plus participle. I would have arrived. I as a subject, would as a model, and have arrived as a have past participle. Also, the second example, if I hadn't eaten that seafood yesterday, I wouldn't have got sick. If I hadn't eaten, it's had plus is had not plus past participle, and for main clause, I wouldn't have got sick. Subject plus would plus not plus have plus past participle. Okay, before we continue, so we can conclude the type 3 conditional is used to refer to a time that is in the past and a situation that is contrary to reality. The facts they are based on are the opposite of what is expressed. The type 3 conditional is used to refer to an unreal past condition and its probable past result. Okay, class. For other example, if we had brought our camera, we might have taken a picture. Sarah could have learned French if she taken lesson. If we had brought our camera, if plus subject plus past participle, and for main clause, we plus model plus have plus past participle. Okay, the third conditional refers to the past and it is not based on fact. It expresses an impossible situation. I have a situation here. Jack wanted to buy a house last year, but he couldn't do that because he didn't have any money. I asked you to make a conditional the sentence, yeah, to form conditional sentences type 3. Okay, if you're still confused, I will give you an example. If I had had a lot of money, I would have bought a big house, said Jack. Jack wanted to buy a house last year. Jack dulu nih pengen punya tahun lalu pengen beli rumah, but he couldn't do. Tapi dia nggak bisa because he didn't have money karena waktu itu dia tidak punya uang. Nah, bikin kalimat conditional type 3-nya bagaimana? If I had had, kalau saya punya uang banyak, if I had had berarti itu had plus past perfect. And for my clause, if I would have bought a big house, I plus modal plus have plus past participle plus complement or a big house. Okay, next situation. Yesterday, Susan wanted to phone Paul, but she couldn't do that because she didn't know his number. Kemarin, Susan ingin menelpon Paul, tapi dia tidak bisa karena dia tidak mempunyai atau tidak tahu nomornya. I ask you to make the conditional sentence from this situation. Okay, I give you 10 seconds to do it. Okay, class, time is up. Red 6. If I had known his number, I would have found him. If I plus past participle, past perfect, and for my clause, I plus model plus have plus past participle plus object. Okay. Second versus third conditional. For example, if I saw a car accident, I would call an ambulance. It means I don't see an accident now. This is unlikely to happen. It is second conditional. How about third conditional? If I had seen a car accident, I would have called an ambulance. It means I didn't see an accident yesterday. For second conditional, I don't see an accident now, but for third conditional, I didn't see an accident yesterday. Okay, the difference second and third conditional. The difference is about the time. Second conditional refers to present and future, and third conditional refers to the past situation. Okay, a bit of repressing. Okay, I have a sentence here, and I ask you to change to conditional sentence type 3. For example, I'm not rich, so I don't travel a lot. Yeah. I ask you to change this sentence into conditional sentence. Yeah. For example, like this. I'm not rich, so I don't travel a lot. How to change, how to form into conditional sentence? If I were rich, I'd travel a lot. How about B? She didn't wake up early, so she missed the train. If she blah blah blah, the train, who can answer? Okay, let's check. If she had woken up earlier, she wouldn't have missed the train. Use if clause type 3. How about C? I didn't call you because I came back really late. Okay. The first is I. Okay, the first word is I. Blah 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 earlier. Who can? Okay, let's check. I would have called you if I had come back earlier. Okay, next. He doesn't have a job. That's why he cannot buy a house. He doesn't have a job. Dia tidak punya uang. That's why he cannot buy a house. If he, please change into if clause. He doesn't. So we use type 2. Yeah. If he had a job, he would be able to buy a house. Next. He had that terrible accident because he wasn't careful. If he blah 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 accident, if he blah 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 accident. Okay, please change the sentence into if clause form. Okay, let's check. If he had been careful, he wouldn't have had that terrible accident. F. I didn't work hard, so I didn't pass the exam. Please change, please refreshing to if clause. I didn't. So we use if clause type 3. So the sentence is if I had worked hard, I would have passed the exam. F. G, it should be G. They cannot live in this country because they cannot find a job here. They blah 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 a job here. You have to write down the main clause first and then the if clause. They live in this country if they found a job. This if clause is type 2. Next, visiting Israel won't be possible without a visa. Unless blah blah blah, unless you blah 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 Israel. Who can answer? Unless you have a visa, you won't be able to visit Israel. Or it will be impossible to visit Israel. Yeah, if you use unless as an if clause. Okay, let's review all conditional sentence. Okay, type 0. If it rains, the grass gets wet. Okay, it tell about general time difference. Type 1. If it rains today, you will get wet. You don't have an umbrella. This is it means this function for the type 1 is still possible to happen. If it rains, the if conditional type 2, if it rains, you would get wet. Okay, this is unlikely to happen. Yeah, because this is unreal conditional. Type 3, if it had rained yesterday, you would have got wet. Okay, this is for past situation. It didn't rain, so you didn't get wet. Okay, class. I'm Muhammad Noor Afdillah Aduroh. I think that's all for the explanation about if conditional step 3. Hope you enjoy class. Bye-bye. See you.